This is Jenny with SPARKLETTES ART. Today we're going to create an adorable little pumpkin. You're going to need some construction paper and scissors, a pencil, some crayons, and a glue stick. All right, gather your supplies and meet me right back here. Are you ready? Let's go. All right, so I'm ready to begin. The first thing I'm going to do is take my orange construction paper and fold it in half. Now I'm going to draw half of a pumpkin. Usually I'll use pencil, but because this is on film, it shows up a little bit better when I use crayon. So I started, there's a little bump down here to show that the pumpkin has ridges. And then I make a curved line, and then I make like basically a giant C, go back in, and I'm going to add where the stem is going to be. So I'm going to cut this right on this line on the fold. So when I open it up, I'll have two. You really want to make sure you're drawing on that fold. So I have that little curved line. Now, if you want a taller pumpkin or a less plump pumpkin or a different type of pumpkin altogether, you can draw whatever you like. This is just how to draw this type of pumpkin. So I'm opening this up and I have my adorable pumpkin. The next thing I'm going to do is add some eyes. So you could use pencil, which I'm going to do, and then color it in a little bit more. So I'm going to make my eyes here. My first eye, I'm going to place right here about a little above the center line, and I'm going to make an oval shaped line, oval shaped eye. Now you don't have to do that. There's a guide with different types of expressions you can use, and you can pick the one that you love the most. So I want to place the other eye at about the same place as I did this one. So a little trick that I do is I press through. So this is a mechanical pencil, and I got all the lead up. I went press through, and then I'm imprinting on this side, and I know it's really hard to see, but it's good enough to see, so I know where to place the eye, and that's what matters. And the cats have hit the scene. Wonderful. Okay, so I have my second oval, and then I'm thinking about the smile. Now this guy here, or girl, this pumpkin, is going to have a smile that's really super cute and little, and so I'm just making a curved line to make that smile, and then I will add some circles for some beautiful rosy cheeks. So I'm using my crayon right now and coloring in my eyes and then outlining the smile, and then I'm going to choose a pink color for the rosy cheeks. So my cheeks, if you have construction paper crayons, you can also use those. You can use oil pastels. You could use marker if you want. I like the way the crayon looks because it has a very soft texture on construction paper. It makes me feel warm. So I'm just making circles for those rosy cheeks. If you don't like rosy cheeks, don't give it rosy cheeks. If you want freckles, add freckles. If you want eyelashes, add eyelashes. Artwork is all about how you personalize it and try new things and see what you like. So that is my face, and that also needs something. So I'm looking here, it looks kind of boring. So I think I'm going to add in lines that will add in the illusion that this is a pumpkin shape that has form. So that means I'm going to add some lines that are curved, not straight. My curved lines are going to show that the pumpkin is actually round. So I'm going to use a red orange or darker orange. I have this one I like a lot. This one is scarlet. I bet you have scarlet in yours too. I'm going to start by making a curved line down here and a curved line down here. So I made two curved lines. Then I'm going to imagine the curved lines go up to the top without actually drawing. So I'm going to lift my, ooh, There I go. And I'm going to make a curved line right here to show the center, and a curved line here. Because I don't want to draw over that expression, I'm going to hop over that. So again, I'm going to make another ridge in the pumpkin. I'm going to start making a curved line, and then this curved line here is going to go towards the center. Okay. Curved line, curved line. All right, so I have my 2 sets of curved lines, and now I'm going to make another curved line over here. I'm going to start up a little bit higher this time, and I'm going to make the whole line curving down. So about this same side, same place on the other side, I'm going to make that whole line curving down. Also, I'm like looking at this and thinking, okay, it just looks like a flat pumpkin still. What could I do? I'm going to add in a darker value of orange. So I'm using that same crayon, and I'm going to color in the outside ridge of my pumpkin very lightly. I'm not applying pressure. There's no stress here, people. No need to push down. I'm doing a light covering of the outside ridge with that scarlet color. You don't have to do this either. You could say, hey, that stinks, and I don't want to do that. That's fine. It's your choice. All right, so I have my first ridge, and then my second one. Now I'm going to add a different value of orange. I'm going to lift up really lightly, coloring very lightly on the next ridge, going back and forth super light to create a little bit of a lighter value, which is light or darkness. This is a lighter value of the orange. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to add the stem. So for the stem, I'm going to make little bumpy lines here and make my lines going up to color it in. Now, if you don't want a green, you could use a different color. I'm using green. I'm going to add small circles here to give it that bumpy texture that you see sometimes on the stems. Okay, again, this is kind of a boring color. This is just like one single color of green. I like to add other colors. So I'm going to use my yellow and give it some highlights. This yellow I have is goldenrod, which I love. So I'm going to pop up a little goldenrod. It makes it look a bit more lively. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of lightness to my pumpkin. So up here in the ridges, I'm making curved lines. Just show you where the pumpkin is picking up some of the sunlight. Just a little bit, you don't need a lot. All right, it looks like my pumpkin's all set. I'm going to put this aside and get out my other paper. All right, so I just want to use half this piece of paper to make my swirly vine. So I'm going to take the paper, fold it in half, and I'm going to draw a spiral. So in the center, I start with sort of a little C shape, and I just keep going. Now this is totally up to you how big you want it to be. I think your vine should connect your pumpkin to the leaves, so it needs to be big enough to do that, but you can always trim your vine if you don't like it. So I'm even going off the sides. So here's this piece of paper. I'm just going to chop that in half. It can be a bit messy. I'm going to first cut out the round part, so it's a circle. We're going to cut from the outside into the inside. I'm going to start here, and I'm slowly turning the paper as I cut to make that spiral. If you are not a super speed cutter, you can always hit pause on the video and take your time. And that's for any videos that you're looking at. If you're learning something new and you want time to practice it, you should practice it. Take the pause button and just pause it so you can practice and then play it again when you're ready. Now, when you get here, it's a little trickier. So I'm in the center, I just let it drop. And I'm going to turn and cut, turn and cut, turn and cut. Okay, so here's my paper, and it's actually really fun to pick up and play with. So I have this really cool vine. Now I reuse paper, so if there was a paper that I'd already drawn on but didn't want to use, that's going to be here. And so you might see other things on the back of this paper, and that is fine. It just gives it more personality. So my beautiful spirally piece is done, and now I'm going to go for a leaf. So I'm making a very simple, let me make sure you can see that. No, you can't. Okay, make a very simple leaf. So I'm going to start with a triangle here, and then we're just going to do a curve, wavy, wavy, curve. That's it. If you want to draw a different type of leaf, go ahead. This is just what the kind I'm doing. So I did fold this paper in half before I drew that, because I want to make 2 leaves. And that's a great trick. If you want to make 2 of something in art, you can always fold the construction paper in half and then have 2 copies. Okay, I'm trimming around the outside, and now I'm going to line up my paper and trim the rest of the leaf out. Here's my leaf. Now I'm going to fold them in half because I want to give them a pop-up effect on my page. So here's my leaves. Again, I told you I drew on that, so it's going to have some extra color. And I want to add some vines on my leaf. So I'm not vines, some veins on my leaf. So you can get really detailed here and look at actual pictures of leaves if you want, or you could just use your imagination and make some Y lines. I call these lines Y lines. They just are very skinny Ys. And it shows that there are veins in this leaf. It gives it a little texture. And it makes it a little more interesting than a flat leaf. All right, I'm done cutting out my leaves. I have my light green paper and my pumpkin. This pumpkin's really big, which is going to be so much fun. I'm going to glue my pumpkin down. And you can choose where you want to put your pumpkin. And then I'm going to take my vine and take the thicker end. So there's the center, but I'm taking the end. And I'm going to stick it right under the pumpkin stem and then glue it down. You can start to see what that's going to be like. The next step is I'm going to take my crayon and add a soil texture to the bottom. So to do that, I'm just going to make a bunch of small circles, kind of like a tornado. All around the pumpkin. You can vary the size, so some can be very big, others can be tiny. You can even draw a little bit on the pumpkin because probably it will have some dirt on it. Now, if you don't like making these little circles for the texture, you can come up with your own plan. You can experiment with different types of line to create what you want. You could also make hay, or maybe you want your pumpkin on a table. So all of those things are up to you. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take my vine and create some movement around this piece. So I'm going to glue just a little bit of the vine in certain places so it sticks out still, but I'm going to twist it around and create the movement on this page. Now it's fine to go off the page too. So if you want, you can even tangle it up like I just did. You can have it stay on the page, or it can go off the page. It could wrap around your pumpkin, or if you don't like that, you'll want to glue in certain places to hold it. You don't have to glue down the whole thing, but just like I've done, you want to glue a little spot, push down, and then the rest of it. Will be over here. So I'm going to glue down this part here. And this part, I'm just going to let it be all twisty and curly and fun. The next part I need to do is take my leaves. Remember, I folded them in half, and I'm going to fold down one of these sides, one or the other, and have the other one popping off the page. So one, I'm going to attach it here underneath my vine. And I'm having the leaf, my down part is there. And then you might have to re-glue your vine. Pushing down so the leaf is popping right up because I folded it. And then over here, I have some negative space. So in the background, this would be a really busy place to add the leaf. And yes, I could add it all the way up there, but I want to add it in a place that doesn't have really anything going on. So I'm going to put it up in the top of the page and glue it down. So I'm gluing just one side of my leaf, and I might want to attach the vine there too. All right, so my pumpkin is complete. Now to make this your own, to make it special, you could do things like adding some glitter glue on the leaf, or you could add texture to the vine part. You could use your crayon and make lines to show that there's little tiny, I'll show you here, like this, to show the little texture of the vine. It's slightly rough. You could add things to the background. You could put a costume on your pumpkin. You could add more pieces of the pumpkin's life cycle. So you could add a seed, a flower, some green pumpkins that haven't quite formed into the orange pumpkin yet. So all of these things are ways that you can make your piece uniquely yours. Well, I'm back, everyone, and here is my finished pumpkin. And the vine is just popping off the page. It's so much fun. I hope you had a good time creating with me today, and I can't wait to see what you create. See you again soon.